dear children, welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to deal a lesson from class 10, that is I will do it. See reading from your unit 1. Okay, let us first, before going to the lesson, let us discuss about the author. I request you all to turn your papers. See here about author. So this was written by Sudha Murthy. Okay, she is the author of this lesson. It is a biographical sketch. It is the biographical sketch. Let us see about the author. Sudha Murthy, the wife of Narayan Murthy, N.R. Narayana Murthy, is an Indian social worker and author. Who is this Sudha Murthy? She is the wife of N.R. Narayana Murthy. Okay, she is a social worker and author. Murthy began her professional career as a computer scientist and an engineer. She is the chairperson of the Infosys Foundation. Who is she? She is the chairperson of Infosys. It is a software industry. Okay. She has founded several orphanages, participated in rural development efforts, supported the movement to provide all Karnataka government schools with a computer and library facilities, and established the Murthy Classical Library of India at Harvard University. Murthy also teaches computer science. She composed fiction Dollar Source. The present story is a selection from one of her most successful stories, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. So this is a short piece of story that was collected from her stories, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read and Other Stories. Okay children, now let us go into the lesson. Let us see the first paragraph. I will do it. He was short. He was sharp. He was the brightest boy in the class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd, but once you asked him a questions related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. So before we go into the paragraph, let us discuss about the lesson. I will do it. Here, will. What does will determines? It does not show that it is not a future statement. Here, will determines. Will means the determination of the person. Whose determination? Narayana Murthy's determination. Okay. This lesson is all about Infosys. Who is the founder of Infosys? Narayana Murthy. Okay. See, he was short. Who was short? Here Narayana Murthy was short. He was sharp. Sharp means, what is the meaning of sharp? He could understand the things with a great speed. He could understand the things very quickly. He was short. He was sharp. He was the brightest boy in the class. See, the brightest boy. The brightest means it is a superlative degree, right? No other boy in the class is as bright as Narayana Murthy. Okay children? So his seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. Even his seniors used to ask him problems or doubts. Okay? He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd. Unnoticed in a crowd, but once you asked him a question related to physics or maths, there was a spark in his eyes. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. What does it mean? He could have gone unnoticed means he is common like other boys in the class. He is a very good student, especially in science. Okay, no one could identify him because he is very simple and looks very common. Overall, we can call him as the brightest boy in the class. Let us discuss second paragraph. He came from a poor but educated family. His father was a high school teacher and an avid reader of English literature. He, like all the boys in the class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. The brighter ones wanted to study in Indian Institutes of Technology or the IITs. Okay, let us discuss up to here. So, he came from a poor but educated family. So, Narayana Murthy came, his family background, he came from a poor family but his father was educated. And his father was a high school teacher and an avid reader. Avid reader means doing something as much as possible. It means keen reader, okay, of English literature. English literature means written books like novels, plays, poems, newspapers, etc. Okay. So, he, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. So, with this statement we know that the ultimate aim of the bright student in the class is to study in the IITs, right? Because they are the world class educational institutions. The brighter ones always aim higher, okay? The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institutes of Technology. He wants to join it as they are the higher standards, okay? So, there was an entrance test for IIT. We all know that we have to write an entrance test. Okay. This boy also along with his friends applied to appear for the test. So, this boy along with his friends, they also appeared for the IIT test. They did not have any special books or coaching. So, nowadays we have many special classes and we have so many books, but in those days it is not like that. They have no special books or coaching classes, okay. All these IIT aspirants means, what is the meaning of aspirants? See, students who want to achieve something big, okay. The students who want to achieve something, they are called as aspirants. So, all these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap. Where they used to sit? They used to sit under the shade of a stone mandap. Mandap means it is a raised platform. In southern countries, we call it as a temple porch. Okay, close to Chamundi Hills in a sleepy town of Mysore. He was a guide for the others. While the others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. It was the ultimate aim or any bright boy at that age. As it still is today, he was then only 16 years old. Okay, so all the IIT aspirants would sit below a stone mandap. As I told you that it looks like a temple porch close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. So he was a guide. Guide means one who advises others. While the others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. He would smile shyly. What does it mean? Basically, Narayana Murthy is an introvert. Introverts means they do not express their feelings. Okay, so he smiled shyly and solved them in no time. What is the meaning of in no time? It means very quickly. Okay, he sat alone below the tree and dreamt of studying IIT. Even when he sit alone, his only dream is to study at IIT. It was the ultimate aim. Ultimate means one of the most important main thing in his life, okay, or any bright boy at that age, and it is still today. He was only 16 years old. So we all know that the brightest boys or the brightest students in the class always wanted to join in the best educational institutions even today. Okay, let us go to the next paragraph. The D-Day came. He came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives and appeared for the entrance test. He did very well but would only say okay when asked. It was the opposite when it came to food. When he said okay, it implied bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. See, let us go into detailed explanation. The D-Day. What is the meaning of D-Day? A date in which something important is to happen, is yet to happen, or is expected to happen. A day in which something important expected to happen. Okay. So on that day, so what is a D-Day in Narayana Murthy's life? It was a day that he has to write his entrance test. Okay. So he came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives and appeared for the entrance test. Okay. He then appeared for the entrance test. He did very well. He wrote his exam very well, but he gave answer. Suppose if anyone asks, how did you write your exam? He simply gave the answer okay. Okay, though he wrote the exam very well, but he gave the answer okay when asked. Okay, so it was opposite when it came to food, but when it came to food, it was completely opposite. Okay, so when he said okay, it implied bad. When the food is bad, he said okay. When he said good, it implied okay. When the food is little bit good, he said okay. Okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. When the food is good, he said excellent. His principle was never to hurt anyone. See here, he never hurt others. Basically, he is an introvert. He never likes to hurt others. Okay, children, but in our case, in our homes, our mother, for example, see, our mother cooks very tasty food. She works throughout the day. She cooked for you and serves you. But what happened at the end of the day? You simply passes a negative comment that it is not good, right? So it is very bad, children. We should never hurt others because they work throughout the day to satisfy us, right? We should never pass the negative comments. Okay? So basically he is an introvert and he doesn't like to hurt others. Okay, next paragraph. The IIT results came. He had passed with a high rank. What a delight for any student. He was thrilled. He went to his father who was reading a newspaper. So the day, very important day has come and the results have been announced. Okay, so he had passed with very good rank and it was very delightful moment, very happy moment for him in his life because his dream was to study in one of the best institutions, right? So he was very delightful and for any student, right? So he was thrilled. Thrilled means he was surprised. He went to his father who was reading the newspaper. So that time his father was reading the newspaper. So he went to his father and he wanted to share his happiness. See the next paragraph. Anna, I have passed the exam. Here Anna, what does it mean? Anna means it is not brother. Okay, Anna means a word used to show respect to elders. Anna means a word used to show respect to elders. Okay, Anna, I have passed the exam. He was sharing his happiness with his father. So his father felt very happy and he said, well done my boy. Well done. He congratulated him. His father congratulated him. Okay. So next, I want to join IIT. So here Narayana Murthy told his father that he wanted to join in IIT. Okay. His father stopped reading the paper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy and said with a heavy voice, my son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. I have 5 daughters to be married off and 3 sons to educate. I am a salarized person. I cannot afford your expenses at IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. So when he told his father that he wanted to study that he wanted to join in IIT, his father stopped reading the newspaper and looked at him and lifted his head and looked at the boy. So, and he said with a heavy voice, even his father also feeling happy, but he could not afford the money. So with a heavy voice, my son, you are the bright boy. I know that you are the brightest boy in the bright boy. But one bitter truth you have to understand. What is the truth? You know our financial position. See, basically they are very poor, right? They are very poor. His father has 5 daughters to be married off and 3 sons to be educated. And moreover, he is only a salarized person. And he said that he could not afford. Afford means he could not pay for his studies, for your expenses at IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. So his father could not afford his expenses at IIT to make him pursue his engineering course at IIT, as his father owned a big family with more responsibility. Above all, he was a single person who is earning and he is a salarized person. Let us see the next paragraph. Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bright son. Yes, every father feels very unhappy, right? Because in case of Narayana Murthy, he is a very brightest boy and he got the highest rank. But here their financial position is very bad, right? So his father is feeling very bad to say no to his son. But circumstances means, but the conditions were like that. Okay, circumstances were like that. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member with a large family dependent on him. So his father owned a large family and he is a single earning person, and that's why he said no to his son. So it is common, the conditions were like that in the house. That's why his father not accepted him, and he said that you can study in Mysore and study as much as you want. Okay, let us go to the next paragraph. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth. Okay, his father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son. But it could not be helped. The boy had to understand the reality. So his father was sad. Why his father was sad? Because he said no to his son. But Narayana Murthy has to understand the bitter truth. What is a bitter truth? Which is very unpleasant, which he has not expected from his father. Okay, so tell the bitter truth to his son, but it could not be helped. The boy had to understand the reality. The boy should understand the financial problems that prevailed in his house. Okay, the teenager was disappointed. Who is the teenager here? Narayana Murthy was greatly disappointed. He was not happy. He was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burnt to ashes. What is the meaning of burnt to ashes? Means he lost all the hopes. He was near to fulfilling his fondest hope. He was very nearer to fulfill his fondest hope. Yet so far his heart sank in sorrow. What is the meaning of sank in sorrow? That means he was not happy. He was very unhappy. So see here once, he was nearer to fulfilling his fondest hope. What was the fondest hope? That he wanted to study in the best college, that is in IITs. And that too, he achieved IIT rank. Yet so far means though he got the rank in IIT, but still he couldn't join because of their financial positions. Okay, his heart sank in sorrow because of the poor financial position. Murthy's father refused to send him to IIT. Though he had passed with a high rank, there was no chance for him to study at IIT, which was his dream. Okay, next let us see the next paragraph. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature. Introvert means, what is the meaning of introvert? Someone who is quiet and shy. Someone who is quiet and shy, who does not express their feelings. Okay, so his heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. So when his father refused, he did not reply, because he never shared his happiness or unhappiness with others, with anybody, because he was basically an introvert by nature. But his heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. Okay, so the day came. Next paragraph. The day came. His classmates were leaving for Madras, now Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college together. He went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future life. So now the day came. All his friends were busy in packing their things, because they all are joining in their new college. Okay, so the day came. His classmates were leaving for Madras. Now we call it as a Chennai. They were taking train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college. All this school and college they have studied together. He went to the station. He went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future life. So though he was not joining in the IIT, he went to see his friends, to bid goodbye to his friends and also to wish them good luck. Okay. Next paragraph. At the station, his friends were already there. They were excited and talking loudly. The noise was like the chirping of birds. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not part of it, so he stood there silently. One of them noticed and said, "You should have made it." See, at the station, before he went, all his friends were already there. They were all excited. Okay, they were feeling very happy and talking loudly, and they were all talking loudly. The noise was like chirping of birds. Chirping of birds means it's not that there are some birds in the station, but the sound was like chirping. Chirping of birds means it was the sound made by the birds. Okay, with making short high sounds, because they all are very much excited. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not part of it. See, Narayana Murthy was not a part of this discussion. So he stood there silently. The man, he stood very silently. One of them noticed and said, "You should have made it." What does it mean? Underline this phrase. You should have made means you should have supposed to do it. That means you should somehow convince your father. Okay. He did not reply. He only wished all of them. They waved at him and the train slowly left the platform. So one of his friends told that you should have convinced your father. But Narayana Murthy did not reply. Only thing what he has done is he just wished their friends good luck and they waved at him as the train slowly left the platform. Okay, next paragraph. He stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hands. It was the June of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was getting dark. It had started to drizzle, yet he stood there motionless. So even after the train left the station, Narayana Murthy was standing there itself. Okay, there he stood until the train moved. It was in the year 1962 in Mysore city. Okay, monsoon had set in. What is the meaning of monsoon? Rainy season. Had set in means had monsoon to begin in, and it was getting dark. So the sky is becoming dark as it was about to rain. It had started to drizzle. What is the meaning of drizzle? A rain in small light drops. A rain in small light drops, we call it as a drizzle. Yet he stood there motionless. Motionless means without movement. He was simply staring at the train and his friends. Okay, let us go to the next paragraph. According to himself, without anger or jealousy, all students from the IITs study well and do big things in life. But it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you and you alone can change your life by hard work. So he said to himself, what did he think? That he is not angry or he is not jealous about his friends. Okay? So he thought to himself that, see, I request you all to underline this. Ultimately, it is you and you alone can change your life by hard work. What does it mean? See, it means that it is not the institution or any other thing can change the life of a person. Okay, it is not the institution that is going to change the life of a person. It is only you yourself can change based on your own efforts. Understand, children? Next paragraph. Probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy. What is the meaning of philosophy? It's probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. So he is following the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita unknowingly. So he thought that your best friend is yourself and also your worst enemy is yourself. Okay. Later he worked very hard and focused on one thing. Never bothering about his person's life or comforts, he shared his wealth with others. He never used the help of any caste, community or political connections to go up in the life. Okay. So later he worked very hard. He never gave much importance for his personal life or for the comforts. Okay. So he never bothered means he never worried. Okay, he never bothered about his personal life or comforts, and he shared his wealth with others. Okay, he never used the help of any caste, community or political connections to go up in life. Though he had many friends in political sector, but he never used their help or any caste system to go up in the life. Okay, so next paragraph. A son of a school teacher showed other Indians it was possible to earn wealth legally and ethically. He built a team of people who were equally good. So he had some ennobled values. Okay, these values became integral part in his life, and he showed the school teacher, as he is a son of a school teacher, showed other Indians. He proved that, what did he prove? That it was difficult to earn wealth legally and ethically. Okay, he earned the wealth legally and ethically. He built a team of people who were equally good. So with this we can say that he is a living legend, right? And an epitome of honesty and also transparency, and mostly he was very integral. Okay, he became a pioneer. What is the meaning of pioneer? A person who was first to do something. He became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology wave. Today he has become an icon of simplicity, uncompromising quality and fairness, apart from being a philanthropist. Okay, he really believes in motto, powered by intellect and driven by values. Okay, so let us go into detailed explanation. He became a pioneer. What is the meaning of a pioneer? Pioneer means a person who was first to do something. So he started Infosys, a software company, okay, of India's software industry, and started the information technology wave. What is a technology wave? What is the meaning of technology wave? It means that there is a sudden increase in the use of technology. Okay, today he has become an icon of simplicity. He is very simple, though he earned. He is very simple and uncompromising quality. What is uncompromising? It means that, I request you all to underline, simplicity, uncompromising quality and fairness. Okay, so what is uncompromising means he is unwilling to change opinions or intentions for the sake of others. He will never change his opinions for the sake of others. So it is the best quality he acquired, and fairness, and he is very transparent apart from being a philanthropist. What is the meaning of philanthropist? Underline this word. Philanthropist means a rich person who gives lot of money to help poor people. Okay, he really believes in motto, powered by intellect and driven by values. It is really really very good quote. I request you all to underline this. Powered by intellect and driven by values. What does it mean? So it means that a person should have the power of logical thinking. Okay, a person should have power of logical thinking, and his actions should follow ethical values. Okay, and his actions should follow ethical values. So Murthy believes that such people are successful. He is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. So this Narayana Murthy, he founded Infosys with 6 other software professionals. Okay, in 1987. Infosys opened first international office in USA. So the Economic Times ranked Narayana Murthy on the list of 15 most admired global leaders. Did you understand, children? So through this personality development, in the first unit we have discussed about Nick Vujicic. Through the life of Nick Vujicic, we came to know that what we have learned, that disability should not stop us in achieving the success, right? And in B reading, every success story is also a story of great failures, and we came across different personalities, famous personalities, how they became successful. Despite of their problems, they never give up. In spite, they proved themselves and they became very successful in their lives. In the same way, in third C reading, we have studied about Narayana Murthy. See, this Narayana Murthy thought that it is not the institution or it is not the financial status which is going to change our life, but it is only you yourself can change. If you want to be successful, you should have that strong desire in your life. Definitely you are going to achieve successful, and your financial status should not stop you becoming successful people. Hope you all have understood. Thank you all.